Hey, it's Ray from Minimalist Manifestation, where we are all about magical living and becoming effortless attractors through inner alchemy. Because after all, you are the artist painting the masterpiece of your life. Hey everyone, welcome back to Minimalist Manifestation. Hopefully you're noticing a better audio quality in this episode. And if you're watching the YouTube video, that's why you'll see it's probably some kind of background pictures or effects rather than a video of me speaking. I'm recording straight into my phone so that the podcast version can have an audible audio quality until I can get a good microphone situation going on. And if you are listening to the podcast, bear with me. There's just a few more episodes that I had already imported as audio from the YouTube video, and it's just not converting well. So there'll be 3 more of those or so, and then the rest will be recorded like this. So hopefully you can hear me better. In today's episode, we are talking about a question that will end your procrastination or your, white knuckling to change your behaviors and help you step into your full power, full embodiment instantly. And that question is, does this honor my divine essence? Okay, so using as an example, someone who may be struggling to eat better, a healthier diet, right? And then, so maybe you go all day, you have an apple here or, a green juice there, but then you get home at the end of the day and you're tired and you had something planned to cook. And then you're just like, oh my God, that takes too long. I'm just hungry now. And you just raid the cabinet or stop at the gas station and go for like the nachos or something. Not saying I ever know anyone that does that, but an easy way to stop that in its tracks, rather than trying to use your willpower and shooting yourself of, I should do this, I should eat better, I shouldn't get the nachos, and just trying to overcome those impulses through just clinging on to your shoulds and your willpower, is stop and say, does this honor my divine essence? Does stopping and binging somewhere and being in a rush rather than taking time to nourish yourself and show yourself the care of taking the 20 minutes to cook a meal of something that really will feed your body, and not just your stomach, but your body in the terms of nutrients? Does this honor my divine essence? And that will end that, whatever the impulse is, the binging or the rushing or whatever it is, or even like the brain, the sugar cravings or salt, whatever. You'll look at it in a new way because it will switch you over to looking at nourishing yourself and honoring yourself. Honoring that divine essence that is yourself. And saying, am I honoring my soul? Am I honoring my heart? Am I showing myself the love and care that I deserve in my life, right? You wouldn't do that to your kids, right? Or someone you love, someone else besides yourself. So showing that to yourself, and it sends a message to yourself that you are worth the time, you are worth the care. And then also, it puts you in a place, rather than, as I said, trying to just cling on to something or use your willpower, or trying to become something or trying to change, of thinking one day I could be this, one day I could be a healthy person. It puts you immediately into that embodiment, which we know is the key, that embodiment of, I am this person. I am someone who honors my health. I am someone who honors what is good for me, who listens to my true intuition, not impulse, right? That's something, it's intuition over impulse. As an example, I used to be that person who just logged all of my meals in advance. Days in advance. I would log my meals, and then sometimes it would be like, oh, I'm tired and hungry. Should I eat this Snickers? And then I decided I don't want to overthink about what I eat anymore. I have always been a healthy eater, but it was just this kind of neuroticism that caused me to I got to make sure so I don't forget, as if I would ever forget. But I was like, for a week, I'm going to do intuitive eating. And in doing that, I learned to distinguish between impulse and intuition, which obviously I can apply to every area of my life. It's been very helpful, and somehow ended up eating less sugar without having the pre-plan, right? And so in the same way, say if you are dealing with some sort of toxic relationship that you need to keep messing with or quit messing with this person, and then they breadcrumb you, right? And then instead of being willing to settle for less than what you know you deserve, or think just this is the time that I'll show them and they'll change, or any of those things, rather than thinking of it as giving this person up, right? Or losing something, you just stop for that minute and think, does engaging in this honor my divine essence? And it'll be an easy no, because you'll be that person who's stepping into their power saying, I only go with relationships with people who inspire me and have mutual reciprocity, and that we add value to each other's lives, and we communicate and they spark joy in me, and we expand each other's minds and hearts. That's easy. That's a feeling of powerfulness instead of powerlessness. And instead of feeling, kind of the wind sucked out of you or knocked off your pedestal or anything, you feel empowered of, whoa, I choose things that serve me. I choose things that add to the richness of my life. And then you're not letting go of anything. You're adding to your life by saying, does this honor my divine essence? And you feel fully empowered, because as soon as you ask that question, you become that person, whoever it is you're trying to be. You become that person who honors themselves, who listens to that divine voice of inspiration, that person who is in their full power and knowing what is good for them and knowing where they're being called. So anytime that you are caught up in either overthinking, I know a lot of times there's so many beautiful options in this world, and it's easy to get caught up in the, well, but I don't know, or well, second guessing yourself or overanalyzing to death, but none of that honors your power. So just stop and ask yourself, does this honor my divine essence? Right? And in doing that, you will feel the full power of that essence within you, because you know what that is capable of. So anytime that you want to step into who it is that you know you fully can be and are meant to be, or to stop those little habits or indecisions or any self-sabotaging mechanisms in their tracks, remember, ask yourself, does this honor my divine essence? Also, don't forget to check me out on YouTube at Minimalist Manifestation and on Instagram at minimalist.manifestation.